ano bang tawag diyan sa Tagalog?
Parang
Hubag
dialysis ano 'to, nahugutan ng
hubag
needle 'no?
oo, parang gano'n 'no or parang bukol 'no,
Oo, it looks like oo.
oo, parang bukol 'no. Tapos eto na nga 'no, isa din 'no, ito yung mata niya 'no, na talagang, even sa malayo 'no at, nakita ko nga yung mga videos nun na talagang parang, makapal talaga yung kanyang foundation, yung kanyang mga concealer. Talagang klaro talaga, especially when viewed from the side, yung mga side shots niya. Makikita mo talaga na yung transition, galing sa may tenga, at papunta dun sa harapan ng mukha niya. Hindi talaga even yung kulay. So talagang medyo maputi talaga dito at medyo umitim na dito. So parang may heavy concealer at heavy makeup nga no na inano siya no. So I think may rin nangyari nga noon and sabi nga natin kagabi there were about 40 hours no 40 unaccounted hours between September 22 his last public appearance at saka yung first public appearance niya nga during the briefing of the effects of Enteng in September 4 or yesterday in the morning. So ikaw, ano bang ano mo?
May nakita na ako kasi 'no, there were, previous, incidents hindi, occasions na nakita ko naka-shades talaga siya, eh. So,
Mm.
napaka-weird na bakit siya naka-shades o ano, formal
Ngayong araw na to? Ngayong araw na to lang?
hindi, previously, yun din yung medyo na may, ano ba, lumabas din na Marites na
Yung balita.
nangyari.
Yes, yes, yes,
Oo,
yes,
so
yes.
I think it would be consistent with this and this doesn't look like it looks like an injury to me, right?
Mm.
Kasi it
Mm.
looks like nasa pakto. Dito sa pinapakita mo ngayon.
Diyan ng Court of Appeals sa Cagayan de Oro City, the 21st Division, 22nd Division, at 23rd Division ang nagdesisyon na ipinawalawang bisa yung temporary protection order na inisyu in favor of KOJC no by the RTC branch 15 of Davao City itong second division of the Court of Appeals no at mamaya natin himayin yan na Tita Itz kasi ang nangyari no just a few minutes lang from each other nagpost itong si Lisa Marcos no na nandun siya sa Iloilo conducting her law class kasi nagtuturo kasi siya sa West Visayas State University. Ewan ko kung anong subject sa law yon. At parang proof of life niya, no? Kasi nag-proof of life na si Bongbong Marcos kanina. So, nag-proof of life naman siya or kahapon si Bongbong, proof of life naman niya ngayon. At ang nakakaano is wala pang isang oras, wala pang 30 minutes, no? Parang sabay pa rin ata sila eh. Na nag-publish nga itong PTV ng pag nalify nga nitong Court of Appeals 22nd Division. So sa tingin ko, para bang Lisa is taunting, no? Parang inaasar niya yung mga Pilipino at yung mga critics niya at she's short of saying na I am in power, I am untouchable, even the Court of Appeals no is under my reign, no? Under my anong tawag dito? Under my control, no? Hindi naman control but under my influence, no? Parang ganon. Anong masasabi mo? Do you think it's mere coincidence or this is actually planned, stage, no? Especially na, yun na nga, tinanggal na nga yung PCO chief si Cheloy Garafel. What do you think, no? Itong ganito.
Well, I have to have a general statement. Nothing is an accident for this government. Everything
Ayun.
they do, may ano yan, parang meron yan pad ng
Yan.
mga plano nila. So it's all falling into their master plan. Meron silang master plan, hindi nga lang sa flood.
Mm.
So, hindi sa flooding. Ang ano lang, napapansin ko lang sa lahat nitong mga proof of life by is wala talaga malapitan na kuha, no? So we cannot really
Ah,
see kung ano bang physical ano niya, condition niya. Pero let's say
Mm.
she's fine, no? At
Mm.
nakatago man kung anong kailangan natin makita.
Ah.
Well, this is actually an easy thing to do, no? Unang-una
Mm.
tignan mo yung kanyang course na ituturo, Laws on Local Government. Kung mali ako dito, first year law ito.
Ah.
So, kung
Okay.
mali ako, no, it's been a while. So, naku,
Right.
dekada na nung kinuha ko yan. But what
Oh.
I'm saying is this is easy to plant again. Like, she could be a resource speaker or hindi naman talaga siya instructor. Kasi unang-una,
Oh.
any decent school, and I'm sorry for those, no,
Mhm.
magpapaturo ka, kailangan yung professor mo has a very strong background dun sa subject na ituturo mo. I'm not sure what background she has on local governance. Because
Mhm.
obviously nag-jump siya to national government now, being the de facto president. I'm not sure if I can see this as a legitimate activity that she could be doing. But
Oh.
again, yes, the timing is very uncanny, and parang everything has, again, they're very good in diversions, no?
Right,
So,
right. I have to give it. I
diverting.
have to give him that. I have to give her
Oo.
that.
Ang diversionary tools pa naman nila madaling madali kang kung ikaw ay hindi masyadong thinking na tao at doon ka
Mm.
lang sa what is in front of you, then this is easy. Oh, yan buhay pala fake news kayo
Oh.
lahat. So this is
Tama.
something that is very very common to what they're doing now, and we see it as a standard na eto may problema dito, may lalabas sila sa kabila, right? So
Right.
ito sabi ni Malu Ancheta, ako pa. It means
Sige.
that she can do anything, she can
Oh,
be
tama.
anywhere, right?
Tama, tama.
If you
Sige,
also recall,
basahin nga natin yung mga comments nila.
oo,
Guys, ano masasabi niyo dito, be?
sabi ni Malu Ancheta, tandaan yung
Ah.
sinabi ni Palaka, ako pa.
Mm.
It means
Oh.
kaya niyang gawin lahat. If you
Mm.
recall, it is only in this government. And if I can go back a little bit, no, this was during the time of I think was it Carlos when that incident doon sa West Philippine Sea nangyari, yung sinabi nila this could be an AI. Doon ko na umpisang
Yung ang tawag dito, yung new model agreement at yung
yes,
phone conversation with Admiral
correct.
Carlos at isang
Doon na.
low-level diplomat. Yes.
Nanganak na yan ang nanganak. Tapos si Thinking
Ah.
Pinoy, di ba? I
Ah.
think he's also doing some studies on artificial,
Right.
see? So ngayon parang lahat parang ganon. They're giving us multiple illusions na
Mm.
parang nabe-breakdown na na nagkakaroon na tayo ng sarili nating confusion and
Mm.
insecurity ba kung what is true and what
Tama.
is untruth. So,
Mm.
doon tayo nagkakaproblema ngayon, no? In fact, pag nagsama-sama tayo na nagkakaroon ng ganitong opinion, iba-ibang pananaw
Mm.
natin, and our
Of
truths
course.
are so skewed
Ah.
because they're
Ah.
not giving us the right information for us to make
Mm.
make a correct ano ba yan, conclusion of what's happening. This is what's happening now. 'Di
Right.
ba? Ano
Right.
sabi ni AKA? I agree with you. This photo setup is familiar. See.
Oo.
May mga
Oo.
siguro may nakita na kayo na nakaparehas or kahawig ng ginawa na to. But
Ito.
this
Ito
law
si Malo nga, Malo Ancheta. Parang nakita ko na yung picture last year.
see, there you go. Kasi unang-una, no, parang mukhang batang-bata talaga itong mga estudyanteng to. So I'm thinking mga first year siguro to, first year law
Oh.
students. And
Oh.
ayun, anyway, that's my take on that. And I think this is just one of their diversionary tactics na ginagawa to cover something more
Right.
serious. Like
Right.
yung bulilyaso dyan sa exchange na yan is a serious matter. One that
Of
can
course.
obviously create some will rock our
Ano bang
diplomatic relations.
ano ba sa tingin mo before we go into the CA decision? Legally, what would be the implication of this extrajudicial decision to exchange a prisoner who has a pending case, a foreigner who has a pending case here in the Philippines, and extraordinarily, ito kasi pag ginawa nila yan, yan ang extraordinary rendition, no? Outside the purview of the judicial process, ibibigay nila sa Indonesia yung isang tao, no? Ito nga in this case si Gregor Haas. Tama ba ako, Madam Itz, at anong implication yan sa diplomatic international relations natin between the three countries, Australia, Indonesia, and the Philippines? Pagka talagang ginawa nila yan or nagawa naman nila yung exchange na yan.
Well, we are not privy to the communication between Australia and the Philippines as far as 'di ba, kasi baka meron kasi if Australia already posted the fact the assurance of Indonesia that there will be
as early as July 17, ha? 'Di ba? Binasa ko yung article.
Yeah, that's just about a month and a half ago. So that's pretty recent, no? So kung ang Australia was assured by Indonesia, and then if we subsequently still proceeded because medyo confident naman tayo sa commitment ang Indonesia not to put has on death penalty, we are not privy to the agreement between Australia and Indonesia kasi. Diba? Unless Australia now makes a protest for us to officially transfer Haas to Indonesia, then we start with that process. Right now, wala pa naman, di ba? Wala pa naman, wala pang official. But it only becomes a matter of international problem when Australia already stops or makes some motion para hindi natin ituloy, and they will they medyo pakiramdam ko kumpiyansa sila na hindi naman itutuloy ng Indonesia ang commitment nila na protected siya doon sa death penalty kasi they're the ones who published this, right? So there you go.
So ibig sabihin nun, no? If and when talagang kasi ang concern lang talaga yung Australia hindi ma-under sa death penalty itong citizens na, di ba?
So they're not naman, states are protecting people from getting the death penalty if they don't believe in it. Pero some countries who believe in it will not fight the criminal procedures of another country if they know that their citizen is guilty, and they will allow that jurisdiction to pursue whatever course of action that they need to do. Pero ito kasi, death penalty lang naman. Di naman nila sinasabing wag nyong
kasuhan.
Wag nyong kasuhan. Sinasabi nila, wag lang patayin.
Pero ano mangyari sa kanyang kaso dito, and if it is established na he has links to the Alitagtag drug bust, which until now wala pa ring klarong resolution or klarong direction or ano bang nangyari doon, walang status man lang. Talagang
naman siya. Right now, apprehended naman siya. We're thinking na nandito pa siya, nandyan pa siya, nakakulong. And by the fact that he is not out there doing any other crimes, we are at least fulfilling that confinement na kailangan natin gawin to protect the Filipinos from having this criminal walking around. Yun. Pero policy matter kasi yan Alin ba again ang mas matimbang sa atin? If we let go of him and give him to another state which has a stronger and more stake to protect, then by all means sa diplomasya din natin, pakawalan natin, bigay natin sa kabila, which also then sabihin ba natin ikaw ba sa policy, would you rather keep him in the Philippines or bring him to another country na mas malaking kasalanan niya doon at ang penalty niya is matutubos naman yung penalty na ibibigay mo naman, 'di ba? Kung ako that's a policy thing that the state will have to decide on. I-forgo na lang natin yung case natin. Of course, he will not be allowed to return to the Philippines anymore because he has a criminal conviction elsewhere. Kasi yan yung admissibility rules naman dyan Once na nakasuhan ka sa iba, hindi ka na dapat makapasok sa Pilipinas. So it bars him from ever re-entering the Philippines, right? So,
Aha.
protected ang Pilipino. But then again, the question is, ano ba gusto mo mangyari, Pilipinas? O,
Tama.
ibigay na lang natin sa ibang hustisya o pagulungin natin sa Pilipinas at dito siya mananagot. So we don't
Yun.
know that. But there's no hard and fast rules there. No, Philippines first. Hindi naman kasi
Pero
gumagamit na tayo.
talagang magmumukha talaga tayong subservient, 'di ba? Because yun na nga, no, I think we have the Philippines, this government, no, not us but the current administration has
Well, but we
everything
will never do that naman if we were not exchanging.
right.
Usually, we will let the wheels of
But
justice
what is
sa
going on
Philippines.
now? But what is going on now is this administration has everything to gain for the exchange, 'di ba? Especially now that they have Alice Go, no? At baka meron din namang kasi 'di ba meron pa rin naman tayong convict na nandun sa Indonesia, meron pa ba?
Si ano ba, Wesley? Nandun pa ba siya?
Yung parang ganun, oh, oh.
Anyway,
Well, anyway,
ano
so,
yan, Sir EB? Ang sa
uh,
akin lang is, the only reason why we even wanted to enter into this exchange is because we want to make it fast. 'Di ba?
right.
Wala tayong connection talaga sa loob ng Indonesia to apprehend. So we
Mm,
needed the local authorities to act on it and act on it immediately. Kaya nga sabi ko sa iyo, malamang
mm,
tayo ang nagsabi. Ibibigay namin siya sa iyo, ah,
mm,
pakihuli niyo yung tatlo, mabilis. So
right,
yung
right.
kasing alam mo yung verbiage na ginagamit sa media ngayon, even the PNA saying
Uh,
that Indonesia requested.
right, requested.
Oo, requested
Mm,
could
mm,
come after the fact that, okay,
mm,
I'm requesting you to
mm,
send back the 3 fugitives, and in return, they are requesting for something else. So, they did not say who initiated the request, Sir EB. It's a
tama,
safe
tama.
safe way. Ikaw, you're a journalist, no? Now, you can see
Mm,
through this. Who
of
initiated
course.
the request? 'Di ba?
Right.
So that's a
Mm,
very important thing for
mm,
me to see eh. Kasi okay,
mm.
oh, so tayo nag-request na pasubo tayo. We didn't see the backlash
Ah,
or the
okay.
possible resistance, 'di ba? Hindi natin nakita. So ngayon itutuloy
Right.
natin 'yan or wag naman
Right.
natin silang i-underestimate. Nakita nila
Mm,
yung backlash na 'yan.
mm,
So
mm,
there
mm.
is now yung alternative exit na
Right.
pinag-uusapan
Right.
natin.
Right.
Yun lang.
Tama, tama. No? And before midnight daw, no? 4 hours daw yung flight time from Indonesia to dito nga sa Manila. At ang sabi doon sa report kanina is shortly before midnight, maglalanding daw itong private plane, ha? Ang sinakyan nila at hindi diyan sa NAIA terminal mag-exit, parang may isa daw private hangar, no? Ewan ko kung sinong private plane ito at pinahiram ba ito o inarkila ng gobyerno from those ano yung mga aviation companies na may mga corporate jets, may mga business jets na for rent
Well,
or
I have a pretty good idea
yes,
within the 4 hours kung ano pwede nilang pag-usapan, Sir EB.
exactly, no, tama, no.
Tatlo
So,
lang sila dyan, di ba?
oh, may mga NBI at BI din. Ewan ko kung kasama sa private plane yung mga BI at NBI agents. Baka economy sila. Doon sa commercial flight.
Di ba? Kasi masyadong ano na big wigs yung isinakay, kasama kayong tatlo lang. Ano pa ba pag-uusapan nyo? Di ba?
Tama. 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 All right, so we go now to the ano the surprising, no. Actually, I was really surprised, no. Again, no, Madam Mitch, you're a member of the bar. You're an officer of the court in the Philippines, no. You still are. And ako nga, no, I keep on saying
Sir,
this, no.
I have to correct you. Being a Canadian citizen, I am not a member of the
Okay.
bar.
You no longer
Yes.
are a member.
Yes.
And
Yes.
nag-ano ka pala, nagpa-citizen ka
Yes, I
talaga.
am a Canadian citizen. It's required for my new job here.
Okay.
so that's why I was already giving you disclaimers, pero ang isang
Okay.
abogado po lagi ang previous in the practice of law, lagi yan,
Right.
and my
Of
work here
course.
is in immigration, so talagang konektado siya sa
Well, yes, yes.
mga pinag-uusapan natin ngayon.
But anyways, no, I still have faith, no, in the judiciary, no. I'm sure meron ding mga mangilan-ngilan diyan, no, na talagang hindi naman kanais-nais yung ginagawa, no. At ito na nga, no, may nag-issue nga yung 22nd Division of the Court of Appeals dito sa Cagayan de Oro nga, no, out of the three na divisions, 21, 22, and 23, itong 22, doon sila nag-file, no. At yun na nga, they overturned the temporary protection order na inisyo ng Branch 15 RTC in Davao City, no? In favor of the KOGC in answer to a petition for a writ of amparo, no? Doon na nga sa mga miyembro ng KOGC na wala naman doon sa warrant of arrest na until now is being executed or is being served by the PNP personnel, which numbered in the thousands. At ngayon nga, sabi nga nila, because of the hearing tomorrow, parang lumiliit na yung numero ng mga pulis na nandyan, no? So this is an article, no, Madam Itz. I will just read the article of Sunstar na tungkol nga dito sa sa desisyon na to, because I haven't had the time to find the decision dun sa CA website or sa mga websites, no. Baka tomorrow mayroon ng kopya diyan.
Sir, before mag-read ka, just one second. I-acknowledge ko lang yung comment dito ni L. Amboy. Binasa daw niya yung comment sa picture ni First Lady. Old picture daw ang group picture na niya. So, see, there you go. It was an old re-uploaded picture. So, yun na.
Wow. Yun. Salamat, L. Amboy. Grabe, no? Grabe. Talaga naman, no? If it can be established na talagang re-uploaded yon at old photo yon, talagang wala nang do they really expect na people will forget? You know?
No, actually, she was the one who uploaded it, apparently.
Yes, exactly.
But she's the one who re-uploaded it. But for what reason, I don't understand, you know. Proof of life pa rin ang kailangan natin.
Proof of life pa rin. Proof of life. Well, anyway, bahala na yan. Palaka na yan. Putangin na siya.
Go ahead po.
Okay. Let's see. Okay, this is from Sunstar. This is dated today. Published at 6:48 p.m. Third Ann Peralta Malonzo. Ang galing ng pangalan, no? Third Ann. Parang third floor studios. Tapos tayo, ground floor studios. So, CA declares protection order issued by Davao Court for KOJC null and void. The Court of Appeals, CA in Cagayan de Oro City, has declared the temporary protection order issued by a Davao Court in relation to the ongoing search for Kingdom of Jesus Christ, or the lawful thing to do, the constitutional thing to do. No? Dapat sana. So, Madam Itz, no? Puntahan na natin itong si anong tawag dito? Si Code Blue. Blue Cool.
Buhay pa ba yung topic na yan? Sige lang.
Kasi meron kasing nagpadala sa akin ng enhanced, unadulterated, hindi AI, pero enhanced photograph, no? Showing, kasi ito yung interview ni Bongbong Marcos na sinabi niya, do I look sick? No? At nag-frame grab yung isang kaibigan at sinend sa akin, no? Dalawang picture to. Yung isa naman ay yung may nakipagkamay ata siya kay yung may bumisita kanina. At yun na nga, no? At may mga nakitang parang ito sa may bahagi ng niya, arm niya na parang ano bang tawag diyan sa Tagalog?
Parang dialysis, nahugutan ng needle, no?
Oo, parang gano'n, no? Or parang bukol, no?
It looks like,
parang bukol, no? Tapos ito na nga, no? Isa din, no? Ito yung mata niya, no? Na talagang, even sa malayo, no? At nakita ko nga yung mga videos no na talagang parang makapal talaga yung kanyang foundation, yung kanyang mga concealer. Talagang klaro talaga. Especially when viewed from the side, yung mga side shots niya. Makikita mo talaga na yung transition galing sa may tenga at papunta doon sa harapan ng mukha niya, hindi talaga even yung kulay. So talagang medyo maputi talaga dito at medyo umitim na dito. So parang may heavy concealer at heavy makeup nga, no? Na inano siya, no? So I think may rin nangyari nga noon, and sabi nga natin kagabi, there were about 40 hours, no, 40 unaccounted hours between September 22, his last public appearance, at saka yung first public appearance niya nga during the briefing of the effects of Enteng in September 4 or yesterday in the morning. So ikaw, ano bang ano mo?
May nakita na ako kasi, no, there were previous incidents, hindi, occasions. Nakita ko naka-shades talaga siya eh. So,
Mm-hmm.
napaka-weird na bakit siya naka-shades o na
Ngayon,
formally.
ngayong araw na to? Ngayong araw na to lang?
Hindi. Previously, yun din yung medyo na may ano ba, lumabas din na marites na
Yung balita.
nangyari. Oo. So,
Yes.
I think it would be consistent with this. And this doesn't look like, it looks like an injury to me. Right?
Mm-hmm.
Kasi it looks like nasa pakto. Dito sa pinapakita mo ngayon. But
Mm.
as far as those needle marks are, I think they're consistent with, is he undergoing some sort of dialysis? Hindi, I'm sorry kasi nakita ko na to minsan. And I was told, na baka nag-undergo siya ng some kidney dialysis which is consistent naman sa fluffiness din ng kanyang face, no?
Face.
Tapos yung kulay niya. But I don't know, is this not AI? Yun ang unang natin tatanong, baka mamaya AI to, no? We can...
This was a frame grab, no? Doon sa parang may picture kanina na still photos na pinost sa PCO ata yun or sa kanyang blog. At ito'y in-enlarge lang at zoom in at hinighlight nga itong... Meron ding isang picture na yung kabilang ano naman niya, braso at naka-blue shirt ata siya doon at blue polo. Na kabilang braso naman may ganyan. May parang bukol din.
O yun, kasi kasi yan yung position where you would normally take blood. Itong
Right.
veins dito, 'di ba? Yung
Right.
nandito, yan yung
Right.
pinakamadaling kuhanan normally if you're not hard to get blood from. Asan ba yung mga nurses natin dito? Ano, no? If you can help us out. But again, ako naman, iniisip ko na lang, shadow of a doubt, iniisip ko, baka nakuhanan lang yan ng dugo. So it's nothing really. People can have, ayan, I feel bad for him, sabi ni Coffee Break. It could just be a normal rupture, sabi niya, edema o manas yan dahil sa pagkasira ng kidney. Yung bukol sa forearm ay fistula para sa dialysis.
Fistula.
So, yun. So, meron tayong nag-confirm niyan, no? Hopefully, that but again, ang takot ko is baka in-enhance yan and this is already also leading us to that direction na alam mo na fake news na naman tayo. But if you put together all the circumstantial evidence, it leads to one thing. He's not well, no? Pero yung nasa mata, sir, it's more of an injury rather than a sign of
Tingnan natin.
an
Tingnan natin ulit. Ako din, no? Yun, no? It's consistent, I think, with blunt force trauma, no? Parang binato or...
parang binato ka ng cellphone.
Yes, parang... o di ba yung kamao? Parang kamao, yung maliit na kamao.
Oo. Siguro ito, at some point, before he appeared, the whole eye was
swollen.
Affected. Swollen, oo.
Kasi
na to pahilom na eh.
Kasi kung makita mo ang mukha niya, yung mata niya, during the mid-morning press con, parang mas fluffy pa sa ganyan. Ito kasi late in the day na eh. Mga mid-afternoon na ata yan eh. Parang after na siya nung nag-tour ng helicopter. Parang pagbaba niya to eh. Itong picture na to. So mga few hours na yan after dun sa first appearance niya nga sa press briefing na talagang medyo very puffy at heavily concealed, no? At pag tiningnan mo rin na close up, kagabi ata yun, tiningnan natin, no, na medyo mangitim-ngitim talaga, no, yung kanyang under the eye.
Oo.
At ito na nga, makita mo na, mo na nga dito, na hindi na pantay yung fluffiness. Kasi yung, nung pagka early morning, mid-morning, halos pagkapantay pa eh. Yung
Oo.
pamamaga ng dalawang mata. Ito, parang nauna na umano yung isa at ito na nga, siguro ito yung mas injured, mas grabe yung injury, kaya matagal anong tawag dito, matagal lumiit, matagal nag-heal yung inflammation.
Correct, correct. Ano yan eh, ang tawag dito, it I think nasugat na 'to, kaya
Mm.
kaya ganyan siya. Kasi
Mm.
hindi siya lang bruise na walang naiwan na sugat, ito nasugatan 'to kaya ito nagmarka ng ganito.
Oh.
Anyway, we will not get a straight answer from
Yes,
these
yes,
people kasi
yes,
kapag yan
yes.
tinanong mo, ang sasabihin lang, "Do I look?" Parang, sila yung ano eh, alam mo ba yung
Ah.
'pag may tatanong ka, tatanungin ka rin nila
Oh,
to
yes.
avoid eto yung sakit nila, eh, 'di ba?
Tingnan mo
What
ha,
do you
tingnan
think?
mo si Sandro Marcos. 'Di ba
Hmm,
tingnan mo si Sandro Marcos nung
hmm,
tinanong siya ng media na
hmm.
what do you Congressman, what do you think of the yun nga Polvoron video? Anong sabi ni Bongbong ni Sandro? Eh 'di ba inano siya na sinabihan niya yung media, what do you think? At
Oh,
tapos ako iconic na talaga yon na kung sino yung reporter na yun ay we should know her name at sinabi niya, what do you think? 'Di ba? Inanuhan din niya, binato din niya ulit doon
yeah,
kay Santo.
it's a classic way of
Oh,
just evading the
yes.
question, the answer,
Yes.
and giving bibigay mo yung ano ba yung responsibility sa taong tinanong mo
Right.
mag-surmise ng kung ano. Why can't you just give a straight answer? And this is deliberate on their part. Sabi nga ni
Of
ano
course,
ba
of course.
sabi ni First Lady, less talk, less mistake, ba?
At
Ah,
ano yan, doktrina na nila yan. If you have read the book of Attorney Vic Rodriguez, even during the campaign, doktrina na talaga nila na uh, pipiliin lang nila yung mga media or yung mga tao na bibigyan nila ng mga tunay na informasyon or that they will engage in conversation, academic conversation.
Uy, oo nga, mga kaibigan po natin yung mga compile at nagsulat ng The Kingmaker. Kung hindi pa po kayo bumili, marami talaga kayong mapupulot diyan. These things we're
Yes,
talking about right now, you will see
yes,
a lot of insights
yes,
there at
yes,
factual yan, no?
yes.
Naglagay sila ng evidence at
Mm,
makikita nyo kung ano yung dynamics sa loob po ng
mm,
palasyo before, no? So makikita na nandoon ano ba, totoo ba itong mga
mm,
bugbog issues na 'to,
mm,
and who
mm,
is actually running the country, nandun lahat
mm.
'yan 'no,
Nandun lahat
but
yun, no? Pag
we don't
nabasa
want
nyo
to
ng, yeah, pag, pag nabasa nyo yung libro, magiging mas kumbinsido kayo sa mga pangyayari dito sa gobyerno ngayon kung itatagpi mo doon sa mga istorya ni Attorney Vic Rodriguez doon sa kanyang Kingmaker book. No? Yung Kingmaker book is a confirmation of what has long been considered as chismis sa gobyerno natin. If you haven't bought the book of Attorney Vic, I suggest, no, Madam Itz and I suggest na talagang dapat bumili na kayo para maliwanagan din kayo.
kasi the way that it was written, mapupulot mo na dun. Like for example, itong
Mm.
evasive manner of how they answer questions, andun din. Paano yun, ano yun, part ba yun
Ah,
talaga ng kanilang system? Kasama po
ah,
yun. So, maiintindihan nyo, ganun pala. And you will recognize it sa
mm,
day-to-day na pakikipagtalastasan nila sa publiko. And even yung pagiging quiet nila about certain things,
mm.
paano sila mag-isip, bakit itong mga taong 'to biglang nawawala like si si so, yung kanina na tsugi na secretary
Si
kasama
Cheloy,
yun.
okay,
Oo,
which brings us, ito na. Papunta
ayan.
tayo dyan, no?
Okey, punta na tayo
Papunta
diyan,
tayo dyan.
mabilisan, oo.
Mabilisan. Ito yung last topic na lang natin to at mag-alas 12 na. I know you're just in for about 2 hours. At ako din, no, I still I still have classes bukas yung mga mga anak ko. Hold on, no. Ito. Nasaan na ba 'yun? May post kasi ako 'yun eh. Ako dito eh.
Sige
Pero
yan, lipanan.
matagal na rin yung inaano ni ano eh. matagal na rin yung sinasabi ni Maharlika na eventually, itong si Attorney Cheloy Garafil will cave in at parang hindi na niya kakayanin. At ito na nga si Cesar Chavez, isang broadcaster din ata to, ang pinalit, no? At tinransfer nga, no, inilipat si Cheloy Garafil, inilipat doon sa MECO, doon sa ano ba 'yon, economic operator. Yung sa yung kasi wala tayong embassy doon sa Taiwan eh. Ano ba yung meaning ng acronym na MECO?
Let me see. Manila Economic and Cultural Office.
Okay. Oh. Yeah. Manila Economic and Cultural Office. 'Yon.
Oo, and he's going to be based in Taiwan. Anong ginagawa
Taiwan.
nun? Okay, mamaya na.
So yan, no? PCO Secretary Cesar Chavez. Yun ang sabi, no? Yun ang pumalit, no? Tapos itong sabi ni Mother Dragon Maharlika. Ang sabi niya, no? Ang sabi niya, kailan pa pumalpak ang puting ahas? Ayan, hindi na kinaya ni Cheloy ang mga bangag sa PCO kaya nag-resign na. Speak up na, Cheloy, no? I don't know if Cheloy will speak up, no? Siguro pareho na rin yung compensation, o kung hindi natin alam, baka mas malaki pa yung sweldo niya dun sa MECO.
I'm not sure kasi na ganyan yan eh. Kasi kung ikaw talaga hindi mo na kaya, you will not be part of this government in whatever capacity, sir.
Kaya nga eh. Bakit nandyan ka siya?
Bang hindi ka na pala naniniwala? First and foremost, I don't believe that yung puting ahas yung secretary na yun. I don't think so.
Hindi.
Oo. Palagay
parang
ko,
ano lang siya? Parang collateral damage.
Collateral damage at napagbintangan siguro.
Parang scapegoat na rin, no? At parang lesson na rin. At medyo hindi naman talaga ayaw naman talaga ni Lisa dyan, Cheloy Garafil na yan daw, no?
Oo. Pero tinapon siya. Kasi ano ba ginagawa sa MECO? I mean, what are you going... siya yung dati nasa transportation, di ba? Si Garafil.
Parang ganon.
Oo.
Yes, parang
so ngayon, lilipat ka sa isang totally unconnected na function. I'm not sure. Parang ito na lang, para tumahimik ka na lang, ito yung sayo, and then gradually they'll just also let you go. Pero that's just the thing. Kanina, di ba? Yung post ko nga sabi ko, kawawa naman yung mga Ensaymada vloggers. Kasi
kawawa talaga. Tapos narinig ko kanina sa balita sa TV Patrol na magko-concentrate daw itong si Cesar Chavez to communicate, no, lalo na nga daw yung mga ginagawa ng gobyerno sa West Philippine Sea. So yun ang sabi dun sa TV Patrol kanina, no. So we will have to wait and see ano namang kababalaghan ang gagawin nitong si Cesar Chavez, no. Anyway,
was it true that yung mga appointments din daw under Garafil, they were asked for courtesy resignation. So naglilinis talaga sila sa PCO.
Naglilinis talaga, no. There was a post by Edwin Hamora, no. Ito na nga, no. Sabi ni Edwin Hamora na all employees under Garafil asked to tender courtesy resignations. Pinagdiskitahan siguro ni G, meaning or si G, meaning si Garafil, as na puting ahas, no? Pero excuse na lang 'yan, no? Ito kasi mga satirical post na lang to, Madam Mitz, no, 'di ba? Pang ano na lang, pang asar, pang katuwaan na lang. pero pasadahan natin 'tong konti, no? Ito, this was said to me by a reader of mine from Davao City. At ito na nga yung ginawa nila because while Manila is being flooded, while the KOJC compound is being occupied illegally by the PNP, ito pa lang si Martin Romualdez, Migs Nograles, at saka si Carlo Nograles, yung kapatid niya, namimigay pala ng ayuda dyan sa Davao City mismo, putang ina. Tingnan mo yung mga mukha nila.
Ayuda, 'di ba? Ano
Oh.
kapalit niyan? Curious lang ako, kagaya din ba yan ng ibang ayuda nila, humihingi sila ng mga ano, ng information, personal information ng bawat makatanggap? I heard pati yung social media accounts ng mga tao hinihingi nila in a form. So I'm not sure if
Actually,
it's the same here.
meron ata silang app at meron ata silang parang website, no, yung bagong Pilipinas Servisyo Fair something na mag-register ka daw doon at may ID pa sila, no? At sa tingin ko nga, this is going to be used for their election purposes. Yung data gathering at yung anong tawag dito, pagbili ng mga boto, di ba?
You know, diyan tayo eh. Alam mo, Sir EB, sa mga more progressive countries, no? Meron kaming tinatawag na national ID. Each one, this ID connects every government service that we can use. So, sabihin na
Mm.
lang natin, dito sa Canada, ang ginagamit namin, yung tinatawag na SIN. It's a number, actually, and
Mm.
it's connected
Mm.
to our taxes, it's connected
Everything,
to our,
yes.
everything that we are our SIN, no? Kumbaga,
Mm.
yun tayo. Um, ang problema sa and this is why
Mm.
mabilis yung mga services and benefits kasi isang swipe mo lang or tingnan lang nila based on your birthday. We don't want to keep our physical identification of that
Mm.
SIN because baka manakaw sa yung card or whatever. So mini-memorize namin 'yan. So, alam
Yes.
namin 'yan. Kahit kitilan mo kami ng buhay, alam namin yung SIN namin. We don't want to keep that physical card. But, going back, sa
Mm.
Pilipinas, ayaw nilang magkaroon niyan
Ayaw. Mm.
because, and now I understand. Because, while the purpose of progressive countries to have that single identification is to fast track all services na kailangan ng bawat taon na nakatira doon, sa
Mm.
Pilipinas could be used the other way. I mean, it could
Mm.
be used the same in a bad manner also in progressive countries, pero
Mm.
hindi kasi yun yung purpose nila para ma-expedite
Mm.
lang talaga yung mga services. So,
Mm.
yung good faith kasi diyan ang questionable. No? So now
Actually,
we have this smaller collection of data na ginagather nila ngayon na
uh,
questionable ang paggamit. And
uh,
what I don't understand is probably, sige, naintindihan ko na sa kahirapan ng buhay, I will
mm,
give you my information in exchange of this ayuda. And
uh,
yun sana yun ang kahinaan na maintindihan ng mga kababayan natin, that
ito kasi,
when you give this information out, you are
uh,
also giving them consent unless there's a clear-cut use of information. Pero yun din hindi rin tayo
pero
kumpiyansa,
pero
no?
pero pero Madam Miss, no, ito nakikita ko talaga, no, and this is an intentional and a deliberate effort na hindi natin ma-achieve yung sinasabi mo sa Canada at sa Amerika nga ang ginagamit nila is their social security number din, no, SSN, which is basically your entire identity is tied up to that number, no. Pero sa atin, national ID, ayaw nila. Pero kaya naman pala. Kasi kung titingnan mo, itong mga paayuda-ayuda nila, ginagamit na nila yung mga app, yung mga online registration. Pero ayaw nila na direkta from the national government na hindi dadaan sa kanila. Because nga, ang feudal politics natin, siya pa rin ang pinapairal nila na dapat dumaan sa congressman, dapat dumaan sa gobernador, sa mayor, para, number one, makapangurakot sila. Number two, magiging utang na loob ng mga recipients kasi yung mayor, yung kapitan, or kung sino-sino man yung nagbigay, di pareha dun sa 4Ps at yung mga UCT na direct from the national government, direkta sa account nila. Di ba? So, hindi sila beholden to any politician. So, pagka ginawa nila yung mga paayuda-ayuda na yan na direct from the national government to the accounts of the recipients, no? Number one, mawawala yung cut nila. Number two, wala na sila, irrelevant na sila doon sa pamimigay ng ayuda at matatanggal na yung emotional indebtedness ng mga recipients. Yun ang tingin ko, bakit nila ayaw nilang i-pursue yung universal identification number linked to your identity and linked to all the benefits that you can apply for sa national government.
Pero hindi naintindihan ng taong bayan na kapag we continue to do this and provide information to whoever is running or going to win this particular election based on this ayuda system, that particular
Yes.
information, they take it away even if they're gone with them. So
Mm.
it can be recycled, it can be sold, it can be
Right.
reused, and that's
Right.
very dangerous. Yun po
Very.
ang minsan iniisip ko na
Mm.
yung tunnel vision ba ng Pilipino. Sana maintindihan nyo, once you give that
Mm.
information out, they can easily bring it with them and use it for whatever purpose and even
Mm.
repurpose that information. Paano
Tama.
pag hindi na sila in office? Wala na
Mm.
silang pananagutan sa inyo and they can still use that information for whatever purpose. Delikado. Masyado tayong
Delikado.
maraming babantayan. So,
Right.
yung pag-iisip ba, yung mentality ba, ang dami ko na naririnig na Pilipino, huwag na natin
Mm.
anuhin sa gobyerno. O hindi, pag nag-national identity tayo,
Mm.
ganyan-ganyan, masisilip
Mm.
na nila lahat ng
Mm.
while that's true,
Mm.
yung bang sense of security mo sa privacy mo, parang
Oo.
medyo mafe-feel
Mm.
mo, parang teka, nakikita nila. But what do you think
Mm.
now? Hindi ba nila alam ang ginagawa nyo? It's
Ganon
still
din
the
naman
same.
ngayon eh.
Di
Oh,
ba?
ganon
It's
din
still the same.
naman.
So,
Same. Mm.
pero yung services sana, yung pagbabayad ng tax, pag-file ng driver's license, pagre-register na, mawawala lahat yung
Mm.
red tape,
Yung
yung
fixers.
fixers, mawawala
Ah.
lahat yan. Kumbaga, ang dami
Mm.
niyang maaayos kung
Mm.
naa-identify ang isang Pilipino sa pamamagitan ng isang ID lang. And my
Hold on,
goodness,
hold on. Walang
ah,
basagan ng trip. Meron pang subscription worth 55 per month. Ano to?
ano yan? Meron pang meron ba yan? Ano yung ibig mo
Ito ba
sabihin?
yung ano? Ito ba yung
Paano?
app? Walang basagan ng tip? Ano ba tong subscription worth 55 per month? Ano ba tong tinutukoy mo na to? Meron bang
Paki-clarify lang.
Paki-clarify lang, no?
Bagong Pilipinas. Baka
Yung Bagong Pilipinas app. Putang
may
ina.
bayad yon?
May bayad na 55 per month? Are you sure?
Tingnan nga natin yan. Baka hindi ko ma-access dito. Kasi dahil kayong app na Philippines, hindi ko ma-access.
Available ba siya sa ano? Walang basagan ng tip. Saan siya available? Available siya sa iOS at saka sa sa Android, or sa Android lang siya?
Grabe, no? What should be free? May subscription pa.
Wow.
That gives benefit. That means mas mag-advantage ito sa mga may kakayahang mag-subscribe. Yun ba yung
Tama.
o paano nasa na equality diyan? Ba
Wow.
dapat free lang 'yan, ha?
Wow. Grabe, no? Kung totoo man to, no? Anyway, walang basagan ng tip, no? Titingnan natin yan bukas at maybe I could do some review and maybe do a bit of post sa si Madam Itz, no? Baka ano din, no? Medyo hinahabol na tayo ng oras at we need to go na, no? 2 oras na si Madam Itz at ako meron pa rin medyo maagang trabaho bukas, no? Bilang nag-iisang pambansang sugar daddy na walang sugar baby.
Ala, ganun ba? Ay, nako.
Yan ang call sign ko.
Yun ba?
Anyway, Madam Itz, no, it's so nice to be with you again sa pangalawang gabi. Umaga dyan sa inyo, no? At hopefully you can join us or you can join me again, no? At i-regular na natin to. We will select a date at we will probably select maybe a couple of days in a week na gagawin natin itong ground floor studio.
Sorry. Ground floor studio edition, hindi po third floor. Kasi ang rason namin sa mga bago lang is hindi na daw po kami makaakyat sa third floor. So, Tayo
Magpo,
ba, kailangan natin humingi ng permiso sa mga kaibigan natin sa third floor. Third floor studio.
magpo-post ako niyan at itatag ko yung isa sa third floor studio, si Pam, ang pambansang dalaga ng Pilipinas. Itatag
Oo.
ko siya, ita-challenge ko siya, itatag rin kita, challenge ko yung third floor studios at magdedebate tayo with the ground floor
Oy,
studio.
yan, maganda yan. Sige, sige, sige. Ay, nako, I'm sure pagbibigyan tayo ng dalawang yan. At kakaibang
Right.
pag-uusap yan pag nagkataon, no?
Magal
Kaya po sana, no, if you could share, para itong The Amateur Pandit Live, dumami po tayo mas masaya kapag
yes, yes.
marami
Mas
tayo.
masaya na. I've had a chance to go to be with Pam and Marlon doon sa Davao nga at talagang napakasaya no and we even had a joint live no. 5 kami doon yung Durian Vlog edition namin doon sa Kadayawan na kaming 5 si Joey, ako, si Princess Maui, si Marlon, si Pam no ang nandoon no at napakasaya talaga talagang uh, tawa lang kami ng tawa. So hopefully we can also invite Pam and Marlon no.
Oo.
Pero medyo busy na si Marlon eh. I
Oo.
don't know about Pam.
Ako naman, bay, yung anak niya, lagi kong kausap dito. Nandito yung anak niya si DK.
Anak ni
Anak
anak ni
ni,
Marlon.
anak ni
Ah,
Marlon. O yun, kaibigan ko siya. We talk frequently. So, yun, may
okay.
connection talaga, no? So,
Okay. Okay.
anyhow, sir, anong tawag dito? Meron akong nakita dito. Si ano po, walang basagan. Pwede mo isend din sa akin, sa Eat Abroad,
Okay.
sa messenger ko, para rin makita ko yung sinend mo.
Did send screenshot sa messenger niyo po. Okay, walang basagan ng tip. Salamat po. We will
Salamat
look
po.
at it. Okay, Madam Itz, no? Again, thank you so much at thank you dito sa mga nakasama natin at yung mga team replay dyan, no? Maraming salamat. Hopefully tomorrow I could go live again and i-observe natin yung Senate Committee on Justice and Human Rights at saka Senate Committee on Dangerous Drugs and Public Order doon sa KOJC. So again,
teka lang, before you go, natawa ko. Hazel Medina, ha? Hashtag team may asim pa. Ang tataba ng utak ninyo, ha?
Hazel Medina, anong asim? Tamis at asim at maalat-alat pa.
Ay, grabe. Adobo to the max. Or salamat po. And we'll see you again. No? I don't know the schedule. Salamat. Bye.
Sige, bye. Sige, bye. Sige, bye.
Thank you very much. Have a great day, everyone. Bye-bye.
Sige. Bye. All right, everyone. No, again, maraming salamat po. And I hope to see you again on my next live stream tomorrow. This is the Amateur Pandit. Mahalin ang sarili, mahalin ang pamilya, mahalin ang Pilipinas. Mabuhay po kayong lahat. Thank you.